everybody, welcome. It's Scarlet Pete Self-Sufficiency, and you join me on a visit to Stickle Tarn farm in Carmarthenshire with Dawn, a fellow YouTuber, the amazing Pantry of Dawn.
Yes, just feel free to go in the pantry and see what.
Should we go in the pantry? Come along with me. I love this pantry. It's inspiring. It's the best thing ever. Hang on, let's do the reveal properly. Turn the camera around. Going into the depths of the pantry. And what's really cool about this, look at that, it's got a special light switch. Look at that, you just fiddle with it. Oops, look at that. Right, here we go. We're in. This is Dawn's amazing pantry. I've seen these so many times on the YouTube, watching other people to show you their pantries. And I'm actually doing one, but it's not mine. Look, I'm actually showing you inside all these amazing canned goods. So here we've got tomatoes, we've got vegetables, we've got celeriac, more tomatoes, puree. Then it looks like here we've got minced beef, bacon bits. Then we've got black-eyed beans and pineapple and spam. Look at that, homemade spam. And we've got vegetables, all grown by Dawn. You should check out her channel. She does some amazing things. Pasta sauce, coleslaw mix. Now look, I didn't know you could do that with coleslaw mix. So I'm going to have a go at that and find out more from her about that. Strawberries. Oh, they look good. Then we've got jams. We've got split pea soup. Then on the top we've got, oh my goodness, grape juice. We've got, look, banana bread ready to cook, or has it been cooked? We've got dough. We've got plums, mixed fruit. We've got, oh, look at all of this. Soups, beef stew. Who would care about getting snowed in here? You'd just be partying in this pantry here. So let's have a look what else she's got in here. We've got all the spices here at the end. Look at that. And then over here, we've got eggs fresh from the chickens. Chicken's gold, as we used to call it for the kids. And what I love about this pantry is we have a tiny amount of bought-in produce. Tiny amount, but we have tons of Dawn's creations. We've got sourdough starter, dehydrated. We've got orange powder, we've got pectin powder, we've got all the lentils and goodies, and we've got citrus powders, brilliant stuff. And then the other day she gave me some of this to taste. Look at this. Orange slices, or tangerines. And we've got mushrooms, celery dehydrated, more mushrooms. Freeze dried, what's that? Blueberries. We've got turkey tail. That must be a mushroom. Right, let's look down here. Oh my goodness, look at this. Down here we have got jams, grape jelly, wild violet jelly, red currants, black currants, tayberry jam, lilac jellies, marmalades, cranberries, chutneys. I love my chutneys. Piccalilli, sandwich pickle, chutney. Oh. Then we've got a small amount of small bought-in bits and bobs. Look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? We've got watermelon, we've got tomatoes, we've got pickled eggs. We've got something here. What is this? Let's have a look. I can't tell what it is. Comment below if you know what it is. It looks like it's got, what's that? It's got peppercorns or juniper berries. Some sort of mooli or radish or... radish. I reckon that must be radishes. Tell me what you guys think it is. She's coming into the... What is it, Dawn? What is this?
Not? Radish.
Oh, yeah, I was right.
Yeah, pickled radish.
And then let's have a look around here. Look at all this. In the car, I have just been gifted from one of my favourite YouTube commenters a pile of jars, Kilner bottles, fermenting bottles. So I'm so excited about using those because these are just the great things to use, aren't they? And pumpkin seeds. In Hungary, we have a pumpkin seed that you grow and it's naked. I think it's called Lady Godiva or something, that you don't have to pre-hull.
Right.
Or it's pre-hulled. So, oh, and then what's we got down here? Goodness me, we've got flour, pasta, more flour, tea. Do you drink a lot of tea then?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
that's tea and there's
Bread,
more
flour,
tea down
sugar.
there. I'm cornering the market in tea.
Goodness me, you have got quite a bit of tea. But I just love it because you're living the life, Dawn. You have got so little shop bought and so much of what you've done yourself.
Mm. And over the next year, that will increase even more because it's things like this we're doing away with, buying in the squashes. That's why I started doing the elderflower cordial. And I've got fruit juices up there. That's
Great.
blackcurrants and grapes and everything. So we're stopping with the shop bought. So as these things finish, they won't be replaced.
Do you know what they make the squash and cordials out of? Other than, yes, it's an orange, but do you know which part of the orange?
Probably the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we freeze all our skins and I keep them in the freezer and I make that into a juice. It's a really nice
Because
cordial.
it's like that, isn't it? That is the squash skin
Yeah.
and seeds ground up. And then that is the flesh.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so I see why they have so much sugar in them, because if you only use the skin, it can be quite tart.
yeah.
So I like to put juice in as well.
Yeah, and it's like the mixed citrus powder, which has been vacuum sealed. This citrus powder is from our oranges and lemons. When they were hit with the cold, I picked everything I could and peeled them, and all the flesh I ground up or blitzed up and then dehydrated so it didn't go to waste.
So these ones here, these oranges here, those are yours?
They're satsumas, yes, they're from our satsuma tree.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
I try and add a picture for you guys to see the polytunnel, what happened. So sad.
Here.
You've got a marmalade, lime marmalade.
Yeah, it's not my limes, but the courgette marmalade, whatever that is, if I've got any of it left, that was made from, that's lime as well. But I was looking for the normal marmalade. Perhaps I haven't got any left in here.
It's just
I have got marmalade made from our own oranges, which was made last year.
It just makes it a beautiful thing, food. It just makes the whole thing of coming in here and selecting what you're going to eat tonight and what you're going to cook with. It just makes it an art form, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
It's so much nicer. So what have we got down here? We've got the traditional potato basket.
Which needs refilling.
Well, we've got 3 in there.
There is more
And what do you keep in
your?
your stoneware at the bottom? Is that bread?
There's nothing in it at the moment. That's going to be in my kitchen when the kitchen's finished.
We've got cheese making items because Dawn makes all her own cheeses, don't you? We've got pumpkins and squashes.
Yeah, they're from the garden.
And what was it you made from those the other day? Where was that?
These,
Oh, that's the pumpkin flesh, was it?
yeah, the squash powders. Yeah.
And you were saying something about there being a mashed potato squash and there's a potato
A
squash.
jacket potato squash, yeah.
I've got to look into
So
that and buy
I'm
some
growing them
seeds.
this year.
You've got to let us know how that goes. And what have you got in your...
This is Martin's. This is his crisps. Because he's allowed his things, of course. So he has his crisps and that. And these little tins he takes on journeys with him.
Oh, well, that's a good idea.
Because he's got a electric lunchbox that'll heat his meals up. So when he's out travelling, he's got that. And then these are just used for our medicine cabinets, our first aid stuff.
I don't know about you, but I found the more you live this life, the smaller the medicine cabinet gets.
Yeah.
More emergency medical
because I'm
care, but
starting
less
to
tablets.
Collect other things up here for medicines and
Calendula. What's the greenery at the back?
mullein leaf.
Do you know about fishing with that leaf?
No, not fishing, but I know it helps your lungs with your breathing.
Yes, it's very good for asthma. It's the Red Indians from America would grind up the seed, the leaf and all parts of the mullein plant, or the mullein, and if you throw it into a pool, all the fish float. So they would scoop up the fish, but they would mark that pool because it's been harvested, and they wouldn't they wouldn't do it again, so they wouldn't exhaust the pool. They would take what they needed, so they would take that one harvest, and it would be marked, and it wouldn't be done again, because it is actually illegal in America now to use that plant. Because unscrupulous people would go and keep on doing it, but they were just taking what they needed for their family. Oh, what's this one? This looks like salmon.
That is an all-day breakfast.
Ooh.
So it is eggs, mushrooms, bacon and sausage. But yeah, it's an all-day breakfast. And they were done for Martin for when he goes travelling as well.
Okay, and what about...
That is vegetable squash. That's coleslaw.
Hang on, coleslaw. I've just tasted coleslaw for the first time last year, because I'm a bit funny about foods, but it was fine. But is this canned, or is this just...
That's water bathed.
Wow.
Some of the things are water bathed, some of the things are pressure canned.
So is that put in raw and then water bath, or is it cooked?
Water bath for 15 minutes. Put in raw, water bath for 15 minutes in a brine. And then when I come to use it, I just drain the jar. It's up on, I have just done a video on my 28-day preserving challenge. I just drain it, mix it with some mayo, and that's it. Coleslaw.
And tell everybody what your channel's called.
What's it called? I can't remember. Oh, a small holding in Wales.
That's the one! Yeah. And we also have the other one, which is the crafting, which is...
Homespun. Is it Homespun Creations?
We'll try and get some links below.
Yeah.
And what about, like, all of this sort of thing? Are you looking to replace?
Some of it is homemade, some of it isn't.
Oh, look what I just spotted.
That's honey from last year. But yeah, so as we sort of work through the commercial stuff, some of it will be, some of it won't be, because we can't recreate all of it. We can't do avocado oil and, you know, and all that type of thing. So yeah, you know, and like the mustard powders, which we use.
We're growing mustard powders, because it's actually cabbage, isn't it? It's not cabbage, it's a cabbage. Yeah, it's a cabbage, brassica family, that's it.
Yeah, but I've been slowly working through, like, this is my pasta sauce, so that is replacing the jars of pasta sauce. This is curry sauce. That, of course, is ballotti beans, green beans, mixed veg, spam. That's to replace the tin spam. Tin, that would have been tin pineapple, but it's now ours. These are soups. That is a soup, and that's a soup.
And the spam, how does that compare to shop board?
It's 10 times better, because it hasn't got the preservatives in.
And it hasn't got all the bits of gristle that they leave in the shop board.
It's made from our own home-reared pork. Bacon bits, so that's for cooking bacon.
Would that be like your quiches and things?
Yeah, or something where you need to add little bits of bacon too.
Carbonara type. Yeah.
Minced beef, of course. This is a sweet and sour sauce. It's the last one I've got.
Oh, I love sweet and sour sauces.
That is belly pork.
Nice. So how would you use that one up? What would you do?
Again, if it's casseroles or something, it's just tip it in, isn't it? It just saves having it all frozen all the time.
My mouth's watering looking at this one still.
Yeah.
Oof.
Stock, and that's tomato soup. So again, that is replacing tin stuff from over there. More broth. Celeriac, which I use a lot of, sweet potatoes, potato chips, kidney beans, sweet
Have you grown those kidney beans?
No.
Right,
no,
okay.
No.
Oh, that you buy them dry?
Buy them dry.
They're quite cheap to buy, aren't they?
Yeah, and then I just pressure can them, and that's them ready to go. Meatballs we're having tonight. Then, of course, we've got beef stew and veg, more soups, rice. There's lots of rice canned up.
Cooked rice?
It is cooked, yeah. So it's like, you know, you get your packets rice. So it's like that. So I can just open the jar, heat it up, and it's done.
Wow. And what's this one here? Is that a pudding?
That is butter.
Butter?
Yeah.
So is that actually ghee, clarified?
Clarified butter.
Similar to, right, wow. So, and then what did I spot round here? What are these things here?
Which things are we looking at?
That looks like a kombucha.
That is the mother's from when I've done apple cider vinegar.
Oh.
And so this is a mother hotel.
Right.
So they're fed a bit of black tea every few weeks to keep them alive.
So would you make kombucha with that?
I use them when I'm doing the apple cider vinegars.
Right. Cool. I see elderflower in the middle.
Yeah, that's me dried elderflower.
And what's the orange?
This is fermented oranges and lemons from our own trees in honey.
Wow, look at the bubbles in that. And what are you going to use that for?
I use it add some of the honey and the fruit to hot water for sore throats, colds, that sort of thing.
Quality stuff. And the other day, the last thing you've been doing, other than what we've just done today, canning wise, is that elderflower cordial.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I spotted something hiding. Wait a minute. Sorry for the wonky camera shot. What is that? Is
Fermented carrots.
Carrots. Wow. I've just been given some of these fermentation jars. I'm looking forward to trying them. So this stuff here.
That is because I try to do a lot of low carb keto myself. So I have the cauliflower, rice cauliflower and broccoli. I don't particularly like that one. But I got them to try it, and the sweet potato one, but they're okay. But
There's one thing I've seen that I haven't. There's one thing that's missing that I haven't seen in here so far. That would be in my stash, but I bet it's not in your stash. Chocolate.
oh yes, it is.
Is it? Where's the chocolate?
This is
look.
my box.
Dark chocolate. That is always the way to go. Dark chocolate, because you can make.
Yeah.
There we go. You can make nice hot chocolates and things with dark chocolate. The other thing I want to have a go at.
Has his chocolate biscuits, which he usually has in here. This is mine.
You can make these. Have you tried making these peppery snacks yet? Crackers.
Yeah, I don't eat crackers myself. Martin only has them occasionally, and when he does, he just, buys in what he likes.
Well, I'm absolutely amazed. I think it's wonderful. I think the shelves are lovely, which I'm sure Martin's created. Is that what they are? Absolutely fantastic. It's nice and cool in here.
Yeah.
And, well, you could just lock me away in here and I just munch away. But so thank you very much for showing us around, and thank you very much for watching. And if you like what you see and you want to learn how to do this stuff, go see Dawn's channel, which is amazing. And hopefully you'll watch the video we just shot a few moments ago of me and Dawn making, well, I did my first canning. We did canned beef. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and give me a comment so I know you're there. It's bye-bye from Dawn's Pantry and the canning department. Lots of love. Bye-bye.